Coming to the stage, Joey.
Here we go.
He's just trying to get through college.
Maniacs, it is time once again for your weekly MMA podcast.
Like slow
called
walks
Split
on the
Decision,
beach,
brought
banana
to you
hammocks.
from the SoCal studios. Bueller, Dodge, and Dennis ready to break you off some news, and of course, look forward to the fights
pineapples.
going down this weekend. And we get to review some fights as well. Who doesn't like pineapples?
Yeah, pineapples are
Pineapples are awesome. Singles only, please. Don't throw change on the stage. That hurts. Nobody make it.
I don't care. Chuck them 50-cent pieces.
You'll take anything.
Oh yeah.
Jumping into
Buffalo nickels, I'll take those.
Yeah. Give me some
I got a
wooden
penny
nickels.
funnel too.
Yeah, wooden nickels, man. Let's go ahead and jump into it here. We do have some sad news to kick the show off with today. Very sad news reported today that Anthony Bourdain has passed away from suicide.
Apparent suicide.
Apparent suicide. Very sad. This guy, he influenced a lot of people. He was an MMA and boxing journalist, and narrator, announcer.
Yeah, along with food, obviously, and travel.
Yep. Did a lot of stuff, and he was involved in a lot of people's lives. He was on your TV screens. I was actually kind of amazed at how many posts I saw about this.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, his book, Kitchen Coffee Table, sitting on my coffee table, has for the past like 2 years.
So it's sad news. It's also one of those things that brings to light the issue of mental illness, depression, and suicide. Obviously, reach out to somebody if you start feeling like that. Nobody wants to see you go. You leave behind a lot of people. That's where all the pain is. You know, you may feel like the pain's gone, but the pain just dissipates to everybody who loved you. So if you ever feel like that, make sure you reach out and try to get some help.
Yeah, he was a big member in the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu community.
Mm-hmm.
I know he trained under Ralph Gracie, and I believe Henzo as well. He did an episode of Parts Unknown, I believe. It's season 9 with the Diaz brothers down in LA. Actually, Gilbert Melendez, you can see him there in the back of the picture, was with him as well. You can check that out. I believe it's still on Netflix. And
Said he wanted to do everything once, and that included getting his black belt in jiu-jitsu.
yeah, and he got it, man. Pretty crazy. Moving on from there, we have Andrea KGB Lee in the news a little bit because of her husband. So some photos were taken at the lake with her husband, and everyone started pointing out that he has Nazi tattoos or Nazi-related tattoos. He does have a swastika on his left arm. He has the SS symbol here
on the other,
on his right arm. Of course, this is coming out of well after he says he's no longer affiliated with anything like that. Of course, the internet being the internet, they went and sleuthed it all and found out that apparently he had gone to prison for murdering a black man in his driveway. And then later,
I've seen this movie.
And then later got the tattoos in prison. And he has said he's tried to do everything he can. He's not racist anymore. He's not racist at all. They've gone through. He's healed. It was 20 years ago that he's a different person.
Yeah, racism just leaves your body.
I'm not racist, but
they also want to let you know that they have an Asian and
everything
a black.
after that.
Yeah.
But I love that their thing is we have an Asian and a black guy that lives with us, so there's no way we're racist.
That's the best one.
That's the best way.
I got a black friend.
I've got posters with black people on them.
Yeah. Seriously, one of them's cooking and one of them's taking out the trash right now. Like,
I watch
whoa,
sports.
whoa, whoa! I watch
there was
sports.
a huge
Black
wall of
people.
text
I watch
that was out
sports.
there that said,
My uncle's
he's
gay. It's totally cool.
For 13 years, he's had to live
Are you
with this
comparing
and
gay
seek
people to black people?
forgiveness.
I'm not comparing anybody to anybody.
That he's looked at cover-ups, he's looked at laser removal.
No,
he's
you haven't. Shut up.
explored everything,
No,
and
you haven't.
that he can't do anything about it.
You looked at it like somebody showed it to you, and then you went, cool, and then you went on being racist.
Does that hurt about as much as a tattoo? No, I'm not getting
No, I'm
that.
good.
Pretty
he
crazy.
He said covering these up would make him look like more of a redneck than he already does.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
I've seen guys who
Unless you
there's-
cover them up with a Confederate flag.
or just a bigger.
Yeah, cover up your
A burning
swastika with
cross.
Yeah. Just cover up your swastika with a bigger swastika. Or, you know what? Cover up your SS with the swastika and cover up your swastika with the SS. Don't do that. Just black them all out,
That's
man.
guy with a
I've
sniper
you've seen
rifle in
guys
a
that have
cotton
their whole
field.
arms blacked
Yeah.
out because they made poor decisions in the past and they decided to, atone and change.
That's why I should get my entire back blacked out. Not because of their racist tattoos, but because they're shitty tattoos. And I don't want to see them every summer.
You should connect them all like with lines and then put like little stories in between each line.
Should.
This is what happened at that time.
21 bottles
So yeah,
of whiskey on
I
the
don't know
wall.
what to do for. I'm sure she's going to get this up quite a bit.
It's going to be
It'll
hard.
slowly fade away as far as people talking about it. But
Well, it's not her. She doesn't have the racist tattoos.
Right.
And so, yeah, it will fade away, but he's got to do something. He's got to get him covered up.
yeah. So last week we had UFC Utica.
Utica.
That place, Utica.
Utica.
Come on down to Utica.
No, Utica.
Utica, Utica.
Utica.
Right before the
Utica.
event, Jessica
Utica.
Aguilar was
Utica.
pulled from her bout because of chapped lips. They said, yeah, it's pretty crazy.
It was a midget doctor who prescribed that.
They said
Upper or lower?
Your hair smells good.
that they saw her lips.
Nobody
and
has hair, Joey.
thought that she
It's
had.
2018.
No, it came back.
Okay. Is it back?
It's all Bush's back, man.
They thought that she had an
Shag is
infection
back.
and or could have been overly dehydrated, and so they refused to allow her to fight, even though she had a dermatologist step in and gave her a doctor's note. They had the other commission doctor they said, nope, she's not allowed to fight.
Really?
Basically, dude, chapped lips. So, I mean, I don't know. Bring chapstick to the weigh-ins next
Yeah, I guess you're going to have to.
Like Vaseline. Just, I'm good. I'm good.
Just rub them down real quick.
Rub them down. Rub them down. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's the first time I've ever heard of anything like that.
It is the first. Well, it's not the first time I've heard of chapped lips, but yeah.
First time I've heard of somebody missing weight or not being allowed to weigh in and not being able to fight.
Yeah, that's kind of odd.
Conor McGregor trying to stay relevant once again. This time he put up on his Instagram that he has been named in Forbes' top 10 most paid athletes. He
Of
is number
2017.
4 of 2017. He is number 4. He's got 99 million apparently.
Let's subtract $2 million for each of the 17 lawsuits against him.
Floyd
34
Mayweather
million.
still up there at 285 million.
For last year alone.
Is that after he paid taxes?
Here's the thing: is that Floyd is always at $200 million or $285 million because he can't continue to earn past that because he always owes somebody money. It's like every time he's on the Forbes list, he's right at that same number, $285 million.
Yeah, well, what if can't pass 285? Jeez.
You would think over the last 10 years he would have earned.
I bet you if you look it up, there's a filing bump from 285 to like another large thing, and they're like, oh yeah, 285.
We're at 285. This is where we're at.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
so we're
right.
So yeah, staying in, he said that he had to take up 2 jobs to be able to get the money that he's got. And then in a later Instagram post, he put up that he was also supposed to be fighting RDA at this bout. He turned it down. He had to turn, or something came up, is what he said.
Right.
And this goes back to the whole bus dolly throwing incident where we were joking about how Dana White was saying, I'm pulling him off the card, and everyone's like, he's not even on a fucking card.
Yeah.
This is apparently the card he was pulled off of. He was going to be announced as fighting RDA for a 3rd belt, for the welterweight belt now.
I call such bullshit on that.
And again, posted this up this week. Again, trying to stay relevant, trying to make sure everyone knows. I mean, you don't believe the claim?
I don't believe the claim. No.
Dennis, you believe the claim at all?
It fits into a whole story. I don't know.
He has
who to
no
believe,
intention
man.
of ever fighting in the cage again, ever.
You don't think so?
No.
He will fight again.
No, they can't pay him enough. They cannot
Are
pay him
you
enough.
nuts? When you don't have any money, he's gonna fight.
That's actually a solid point. Once he's broke.
When he's broke again or has
Yeah.
to pay taxes, that's what Floyd came out of retirement, right?
Well, that's why he's in Ireland. He doesn't have to pay taxes over there.
Are you
Bought a
kidding
jet
me?
ski.
They have huge for the income he has. They have huge taxes.
In Ireland?
Yeah.
They tax you in beer?
Potatoes.
No, Lucky Charms.
Look, you show.
Potatoes. Dana White, in his recent UFC Unfiltered podcast, was talking about the whole situation with the Gary Rodriguez. He basically said he's tired of offering people fights and them not taking them. He says, I'm looking for people that want
Now.
to be world champions, that want to fucking fight and be the best in the world. If you're not that guy, there's plenty of other places you can go and
Unless
make
you're
money.
Conor McGregor.
This place
Yes,
isn't
exactly.
for you.
No,
Which
no.
I like this narrative too, that there's plenty of other places to go. So see that lawsuit, people? There's other places you can go.
Yes.
UFC does not control the market. Dana White's even saying, get the fuck out.
Yeah, go
Right.
go
Right.
somewhere else.
But
He
again,
says-
he didn't do this when he had all these people who were making him money.
Right.
Now that he has no real what he considers stars or anybody he wants to back, he's like, look, you guys don't make me big money. I don't have no real reason to keep you around. I'm going to just shuffle till I get to the people that people like and
Yeah,
go crazy for.
Exactly.
Yeah, he basically said, this is what I've run into with a few guys, and you're going to see more of it. There's more of it coming today. I'm not fucking around anymore. If you don't want to fight, don't sign here. If you want to handpick fights, don't sign a contract here. This isn't the place for you. Very rare had this happen in the old days. Guys come out and fought whoever they had to fight next, and that's the way it went.
It's like when you're a kid and you're like, well, Tommy's mom is having shrimp tonight. And your mom's like, well, go to fucking Tommy's Inn. Does Tommy's mom pay for your electricity? Does Tommy's mom pay for your water? Did Tommy's mom buy you a fucking bike for Christmas? No, she didn't. But you want fucking shrimp? Then go to fucking Tommy's. And then
Tommy's mom used to give rub and tugs down at the.
Did you not get any shrimp?
I didn't get any shrimp.
No, Jesus.
I went to Tommy's house and his mom said, go home too.
What are you doing here, Joey?
Yeah.
Go back.
You have shrimp. Yeah, we have shrimp. Motherfucker, you don't have shrimp.
And also in that same podcast, he kind of pissed off a lot of people with this statement. He says, I think I think that having the early weigh-ins is a mistake. He says we're looking at taking away the weigh-ins back to the way they used to be.
Which didn't work either.
Because that'll be the real weigh-in. And in the aftermath of that, like I said,
Do we need to go through all the list of all the sports who do weigh-ins that don't run into these problems? The problem is the fighters. I don't care when you move the weigh-in, you're still going to have dumbasses try to ride the line.
Yep.
How do you miss weight by 0.2?
Yeah, he says.
He missed it by way more than that to begin with.
One of the reasons he talked about with Till missing weight is I think it has to do with the early weigh-ins. If he would have had more time, he would have been fine. He says we're going to get rid of it.
You got fucking 9 weeks.
We're looking at taking weigh-ins back to the way it used to be, so they weigh in at the ceremonial weigh-ins, and that'll be it. That'll be the real weigh-in.
I'm telling you, let's just stick with Damon weigh-ins and weigh-ins.
Marlon.
He said, "Here's what I believe. I believe anytime you change anything, everybody looks as
that a
much
black
advantage of
Marlin?
the situation as possible."
It
We started doing morning weigh-ins. It was good. But the reality is it fucked everything up. The fighters, on the other hand, were not happy with Dana White. Twitter was on fire with all these statements.
En fuego.
From fighters that are current and in the past. We have Heather Hardy saying morning weigh-ins are a gift from God. I have missed weight on few occasions. It has nothing to do with the time of the weigh-in. If you just need more time, extra time to rehydrate and rest. Eddie Alvarez says early weigh-ins are the best thing to happen in this sport. You're either accountable or you're not. Missing weigh-ins has nothing to do with the structure. It has to do with the individual. Please do not get rid of the early weigh-ins. It won't solve a thing. You're punishing fighters who are accountable and responsible.
Why
don't they
Shane
just-
Burgos?
yeah.
Just,
No! Thumbs down. Pat
Right.
Militich says added weight classes are really the only answer since people have an increasingly incompetent in cutting weight cutting skills. Seems to mirror society in general. Is there a safe space for weight cutting? Maybe a crying closet? Cub Swanson says the early weigh-ins were a step in the right direction. I am not a fan of changing it back, especially because a few idiots don't have self-discipline to make weight properly. Mike Dolce says doing early weigh-ins would penalize the majority of upstanding athletes for the misdeeds of unprofessional minority. A better solution is maybe continue early weigh-ins at 9 a.m., but also allow weights to be certified at the public weigh-ins at 9 p.m.
Why don't all these people just say, I like coming in to the ring to fight 3 weight classes heavier?
John McCarthy says it's a big mistake. Why would they change things? The small minority of fighters are not doing things right, pushing the envelope of their bodies, and that can lose and penalizing all the fighters who do it correctly. This does not make sense.
Switching it back doesn't make sense anyway because it didn't work then either.
Right.
Nothing has worked. Nothing has gotten everybody to weigh in 100%.
Let's
correctly
weigh
100%
in
of
Monday
the time.
for a fight on Saturday.
I like that.
Yeah.
They ought to
someone-
be really close to their fighting weight.
This is Sarah Kaufman. She says if you need extra time, start cutting your weight sooner. Like,
Makes sense.
like 9 weeks when you find out about your fight.
yeah.
Typically, they find out a minimum 6 weeks out, right?
Angela Hill says, we get to weigh-in day early or late as long as it's before ceremonials. Most fighters can. How about we get to choose, when we're going to weigh in early or late as long as it's before ceremonials. Most fighters want to get it out of the way as soon as possible. Anyway,
So I'm going to choose the early weigh-ins, and if I don't make it, can I then choose the later weigh-ins?
yeah. So a lot of people are not very happy about.
Maybe that's what they should do.
situation.
You have a period where you can schedule your weigh-in, and then it's on you.
Yeah.
Jungle Fights down in Brazil. In fact, their solution to this is that they
If you don't make weight, they kill you.
they issue a fine. They issue a point.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. So if you
And they kidnap your children.
a point, if you miss weight, a point is deducted from
What?
your final scorecard.
Nothing?
So, and you're fined 20%. So if you miss by 2 pounds or more, you lose 2 points. If you lose 4 pounds or more, you lose 3 points. So they start deducting points. You'll see that they start worrying about it. They want to be, oh shit, I missed weight. I gotta
So, like, they come into the cage already
down 1 point.
Okay.
Yeah. So they said they analyzed 46 jungle fights that have happened, 4 of which had missed weigh-ins. The remaining 42 events had 1,004 weigh-ins, with only 43 people failing. The results were reverse of what we saw in the UFC. Had jungle fights deduction points been in place, fighters failing would have gone 4-4 instead of 7-1.
Really?
Yeah, if they would have done what the UFC with how
I
they
like
do it.
this advertisement on the side that says, couple makes a bet. No eating out, no cheat meals, and no alcohol. Here's what they look like a year after. I bet they look divorced. I bet he's single and she went and married somebody else.
Thin, but like pissed off.
Bare knuckle boxing happened, fighting championship.
Yes, it did.
Did you get a chance to watch it? You
No.
grab the link from my MMA News?
No.
I did.
All right.
It was actually pretty entertaining. There was a lot of blood.
So I heard, yeah.
Lots.
Arnold Adams defeated DJ Linderman. Estevan Payayan defeated Omar Avaler. These are all TKOs. Maurice Jackson defeated Dale Soapy. The only one that went to a decision. No, two of them went to three of them went to decision. Reggie Barnett over Travis Thompson decision. Johnny Bedford defeated Nick Mamilis. Bobby Gunn defeated Irinu Benetu Costa Jr. San Shoemaker defeated Eric Prindle. Beck Rawlings defeated Rodrigo Alamanza Garcia.
She fought a dude.
I don't
know if that's right.
I don't know if that's right either, but I know she did win TKO.
She did win TKO. It was all over the news. I like that it said because apparently, you know, some news outlets just don't like mixed martial arts. So it said it was like Australian mother beats something in bare knuckle boxing debut. I was like,
that's
what the
awesome.
Fuck? Are you serious? Whatever. I would not like Joey Beltran going to decision. I would not want to go bare knuckle boxing against Joey for 3 rounds.
The Mexicutioner?
No, I'm good.
No, I'm good. Rico Rodriguez got the win too.
Yeah, I saw that. Good for him.
Good for him. PFL actually happened.
So they say. So they say.
2 days ago, in fact. Yesterday. Amazing promotion
behind PFL. By the way. Way
yeah.
to go, guys. Way to go. I found out that you guys were having an event when you sent me the first result of a fight.
Yeah, the email, right?
Yeah.
Which I don't remember signing up for, by the way. I don't know how you got my information and why I'm getting these emails that I didn't sign up for.
I don't know either. That was weird, though. I was like, oh, I got an email. Oh, there's already been a fight for PFL.
Yeah, they were sending results out to us for all the prelims, and then they had the prelims were on Facebook Live, Facebook Watch, Facebook Watch. And the rest of it was on NBCSN. They decided they're going to do all their fights Thursday night fights because they don't want to compete with the UFC and Bellator on Saturdays and on Fridays. Which makes sense, although football's coming up, so that's going to suck when they have to go against.
And nobody likes Thursday night football.
Thursday night football.
Nobody's even going to watch the NFL this year.
Yeah.
Trump kicked the whole NFL out of the U.S.
Some interesting things were happening leading up to this event.
Sean Jordan. Puerto Rico now.
Sean Jordan was pulled from his fight because he was 9 pounds over the 265-pound limit.
Jesus.
That's a big boy.
9 pounds over?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They'd also shifted things around because they could not have a weight difference of 25 pounds or more between heavyweights. So that's in New York. So the PFL had to change their entire lineup the day of the fights.
Wild night, man.
But when you're in a tournament series like they're fighting, it does it matter to you?
Kinda.
Really?
I mean, if you're preparing for somebody, some of these guys didn't know their opponent.
That sucks.
And other guys did.
If I'm PFL, I do this the rest of the way out and be like, no, there was something we thought of the whole time. Put your name in the bucket.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna draw fights.
Yeah, you're gonna fight whoever's closest to your weight. And that's pretty much it.
And then they also have a scoring system, which we talked about before. You get
3 points to win.
3 points if you win, 1 point for a draw, 0 points if you lose. You also get bonus points per round that you win in.
So if you get a first round finish, then you get extra 3 points.
You get 3 points.
If you get injured between now and the end, if you miss a fight, do you just get comped points because you're injured?
No.
Or are you just out?
You're just out.
Yeah.
You just fall out.
You get a goose egg.
Yep,
All right.
sorry.
All right.
But their way-in solution is if you miss weight, you get deducted points and your opponent gets an extra point.
So kind of like what Jungle Fight does.
Kind of what Jungle Fight does,
Yeah, okay.
But in their scoring system to make it to the playoffs, top 8 are going to make it to the playoffs. There's 10 fighters per division.
I'm just skeptical how you're going to get everybody equal amount of fights.
Between now and then.
Yeah, to get to that point. Especially
There's 10.
with the... But I mean, with the injury bug and everything.
Yeah, it's
With
possible.
injury bug, what happens if you lose all 10 fights?
You're removed from the roster?
Yeah, but I mean, it's kind of disheartening to be like, okay, still got to make it through the season. I'm already at 50. Halfway through, I've lost every fight, but I have no chance of making it to the finals. But I have to finish the season to get paid.
I think at some point they're just you're done with the season. Your season's over.
Yeah. Okay.
Alex Nicholson over Jake Kuhn, flying knee. KO, that was the most impressive one I saw tonight.
Flying knee!
Tamir. Oh, yeah, by the way, your commentators for the night were Boss Rutan, Randy Couture, and Yves Edwards.
Wow,
I loved your quote.
That's where they spent their budget on, yeah.
Hey, somebody check out how long I'm supposed to be here for this paid event.
Yeah.
How long am I? It's running long.
Boss Rutan was using his phone as cue cards. He was like, every time you walk in the cage, all right, your name is Tamir Valiv, Max Kaga. All right, good defeat. Yep, all right.
Because they spent all their budget on hiring them, not for cue cards.
Lance Palmer took out Bekbulat Magmedov and Andre Harrison over Justin Timberlake. African Justin Timberlake.
That's exactly what I saw too. African Justin Timberlake.
Jumabek took Surin. Tuxurin? Yeah.
Robitussin.
Exactly. Got the tussin.
So yeah, and they're gonna continue their series. I think the next one's next Thursday, following Thursday.
Oh, is it going to be every week?
It's I don't know.
Find out when we get an email.
Find out when I get an email that you
Hey,
guys
there's
are
a fight
actually
going
fighting.
on.
Possibly Friday League?
Possibly.
Possibly it's supposed to be Friday League, but it ended up being Thursday.
Supposed to be.
Supposed to be.
UFC, what is this? Fight night. What was that?
126,
131.
131. I don't know.
UFC Fight Night 131 also happened, and this one happened on like a normal day,
It was a normal day
on a normal channel.
in May.
You want to start up there at the
The
bottom?
weather was crisp. Jose Torres took on Jared Brooks and got a slam KO
Yeah.
on the Fight Pass prelims.
Brooks knocked himself out trying to slam Jose Torres.
Love when they do that.
Did he knock himself? Did he knock himself out or knock the wind out of himself?
He looked like he was out of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Because he landed like on his shoulder and side.
Yeah, where his shoulder hit his
okay.
face, maybe.
Is that-
Just
yeah,
like Gray
I don't
Maynard
know.
landed on his own head and then laid there and was like, I wasn't out. Bro, you were laying there. You didn't move.
You were.
I like how somebody was like, you could tell that Jose Torres changed position in midair to make that happen.
Yeah.
I was all, what?
Is that how gravity
Jose
works?
Torres went, holy shit, I'm in the air.
It was pretty creative. It looked like an impressive slam going up. Like he totally dunked it.
yeah.
That's when you get a
didn't
little
work.
overzealous and put just a little bit too much into it.
Yeah.
Then you have Nathaniel Wood gets a submission Bravo choke over Johnny Eduardo. Moving on from there to your prelims that are on what? Fox Sports 1, I'm assuming?
Fox Sports 1.
Desmond Green get a unanimous decision win over Gleason
Why can't you
Tibau.
finish a fight, Desmond?
Gleason Tibau's a big dude.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to finish Gleason Tibau.
Finish him.
He's normally, I think, like a light heavyweight.
Bilal Muhammad gets a unanimous decision over Chance Rencontour. And then David Tamer gets a unanimous decision over Nick Lynch. Lots of
Nick
decisions
Lynch
going on.
retire?
He should.
I mean, I know he's a decent fighter. He's a decision machine.
He's going to bare knuckle, buddy.
Yeah.
Or full
full
next year.
next year.
Next year, pull
next
full.
round. Sijara Eubanks gets a decision win over Lauren Murphy, and that moves us to the main card where Smile and Sam Alvey got a big split decision win over
Yeah, good for
Gian
Smile and Sam,
Villante.
man.
Yeah.
It was a
Split
close
decision.
fight.
But until you get back to finishing again, Sam, quit celebrating the way you celebrate.
Just a big smile.
Well, I was explaining to my dad that he can't stop smiling because of that broken jaw and everything. And my dad's like, man, he just got a big smile. I was like, he can't not smile. Those teeth won't
They
stay
always
in
ask
his
him,
face.
why do you still smile? He's like, have you seen my wife? She's beautiful.
Your dad's Facebook post today cracked me up, by the way, man.
Which one?
Any of them.
No, just did anybody else's power go off at 207?
Very exact.
Very exact.
It's all my clocks say 207. I'm
Surprised another one of my family members didn't go, no, it was 12 because that's what mine's flashing. It was 12. It's just flashing 12, man.
like, oh man. Let's see. Julio Arce over Daniel Timur. Already said that. Ben Saunders over Jake Ellenberger with a knee to the body, followed up by some punches.
Man, Ben Saunders looked good.
Beaten. Walt Harris gets a TKO over Daniel Spitz, and Gregor Gillespie gets a triangle choke
Great main card.
over Vince Pichel. And Marlon Moraes over Jimmy
Jesus
Rivera with a
Christ.
head kick KO followed up with some punches.
That was a fast kick. 33 seconds into round one.
It's amazing. Got to watch that immediately coming out the gate. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Never know what's going to happen. UFC 225 is going down this weekend, tomorrow night. Actually, where's it happening at?
This is going down in Brazil, I believe.
Oh, is it?
Yes? No? Chicago, Illinois. Totally right on the money. And I knew that too because CM Punk's from there.
Don't swim in any water around there either.
Yeah, no, it's bad.
Yoel Romero, speaking of weigh-ins, missed weight. He came in at 185.2. This is the second fucking title fight.
That was his final weight, though. It was 185.2. He was 186 to be.
Yeah, his second fucking title fight that he has missed weight and can't fight for the title.
Jerk.
Dude, and he's already talking about, yeah, I'll fight Daniel Cormier. No shit, because you can't make weight.
Everybody's going to attack Cormier because they know he's leaving.
Did he ask Jesus to help him?
Gay Jesus.
Hey.
So tomorrow night,
I mean,
UFC 225, Mike Santiago is taking on Dan Ige. Then you got Clay Guida. This is all on Fight Pass, by the way. Going up against Dubrox, Charles Oliveira. Joseph Benavidez takes on Sergio Pettis and Rashad
are these
Evans.
names that you think would normally
Anthony
be
Smith.
on Fight Pass?
No, this is way different, dude.
No, that's how loaded this card is, though.
Good
Way
God.
different. That's pretty insane for Fight Pass. Moved on from there to, I would assume, Fox Sports 1. Rashad Coulter takes on Chris De La Rocha. Ricardo Lamas takes on Mirsad Bektik. And Claudia Gadea takes on Carla Esparza. That should be a great fight.
Yeah.
And Alistair Overeem is taking on
Right?
Curtis Blades for your main
this
event
card
on
is
Fox Sports
stacked.
1. It is super stacked. How pissed are you, though, if you're Alistair Overeem and Curtis Blades and you have to fight underneath CM Punk?
Money, man.
Money, man.
Money.
CM Punk taking on Mike Jackson.
Someone's must go.
And Mike Jackson's the guy who lost to CM Punk's debut fighter. Yeah. So this should be...
So I said 0-1 and 0-1. Someone's must go.
Unless they have a draw. That'd be great. Andrei Arlovsky takes on Tai Tayavusa. We should see a shoey. If Tayavusa wins at the end of this one. And then Holly Holm takes on Megan Anderson, which Dennis was talking about this fight before we began today.
Dude, if everything is the way they're saying about Megan, the Tasmanian Devil's
But
just
she
going to
has
come
not
in
fought
and
in a while.
kill Holly Holm.
She has not
Fatality
fought
move and
Holly
everything.
Holm's gonna head kick her, and it's gonna be over with.
When's the last time Megan Anderson fought?
Tuesday.
No. January last year.
There was hella people mugging her at the airport. She fought her way through that.
January last year.
If you live in Australia, you fight every day to live, man.
Yeah.
You fight,
Against spiders.
you're
and-
fighting kangaroos
snakes,
and fucking
snakes,
drop
kangaroos.
bears. Drop bears are the worst, man. They'll come and get you. CM Punk, what was I saying? Then we got Rafael Dos Anjos takes on not Conor McGregor, but Colby Covington.
The villain.
The villain. And then Robert Whittaker, your champ, taking on Yoel Romero for a fight that no longer has any championship
Has no meaning
ramifications.
whatsoever.
Does anybody else hope that Colby Covington just gets lunched?
Yeah, I think like 99% of the world.
Like to where like he's stiff.
Yeah. And that's just for ruining the
He
Avengers.
says if he wins the belt at welterweight, he's going to go give it to President Donald Trump himself. Because that's the type of guy he is.
He won't get invited. He will not get invited. So
Even
that's
people
it.
who don't want to go aren't getting invited, apparently.
Yeah.
Both the Cavs and the Warriors said, we don't plan on going.
You're
and
uninvited.
Then today, he said, well, I didn't invite you anyway.
Yeah, you're uninvited. What do you think? You all have a standing invitation to my White House? No, you don't.
Straight up said, if they don't want to come to the greatest place on earth, called the White House the greatest place on earth,
Yeah.
they're not invited in.
They're not invited. Huge.
We have other teams and athletes that want to.
Got Kid Rock.
Not the Eagles.
Not the Eagles.
Kim
Got
Kardashian.
Kim Kardashian and Kanye West.
Yeah, I'll let her out. I'll let her out, Kim.
Ted Nugent.
Ted Nugent.
Ted Nugent.
Grill it and kill it. Kill it and
Kobe
grill it.
Covington will go.
Yep.
Kobe
Of
Covington
course
will
he
go.
will. He'll probably come out in a MAGA hat. You know? All right, so that's it. Get a shirt. Get a shirt.
That's what he needs to
from
do. Start
Shirt
coming out in
Circle.
MAGA hats and start killing beer.
Stone Cold style.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
You can get the good old Fight Night and Chill shirt. You can get the
Isaiah
Pride style
217.
shirt, which are fun. You can also get our standard split decision shirt as well as at shirtcircle.com/SDMMA. Big thanks to our sponsors. Wait, I don't know what you're putting up there now. I'm
just putting up our logo.
All right, that works. Dependable Solutions.
He's
innovate your
watching
business.
the delay.
Change the way that you
It's
take
so
credit
long.
cards for your online store. If you don't take credit cards, Dependable Solutions can hook you up. If you do, they might be able to get you a 60% discount off what you're already paying for credit cards. So totally worth checking out. And of course, strongboardbalance.com. Change the way you work out. Get on board. Strongboardbalance.com. Dodge is still doing the show on a strongboard, and you can do all kinds of cool stuff on it. Check them out. Strongboardbalance.com. So till next time, it's Bueller, Dodge, and Dennis from the SinCal Studios saying have a good night. We'll see you at the fights. We make it.